Take two.
Okay, my name is Danielle Raby, and this is my speech on Jamaica, and here is my panel of people, all very excited to hear this. Here you go, you gotta record this for me. So turn it around. Oh. Am I in? Okay, ready?
I don't clap yet, do I?
When you hear the word Jamaica, what is the first thing that comes to mind?
Wrong.
Vacations, teal ocean water, jerk chicken, maybe even Bob Marley, reggae music, marijuana. I bet your first thoughts aren't violence, poverty, gangs, social disorder, or state of emergency. I recently spent 2 weeks in Jamaica. Shortly upon arrival, after passing check stops with many military men, did I learn about the state of Jamaica. When I asked what was going on, I quickly learned that the country was in a state of emergency due to an increase in violent crime. According to the World Population Review, Jamaica has the second highest murder rate in the world, only behind El Salvador. Learning this led me to begin questioning why this is happening and what is going on in Jamaica. Today I will share with you some of what I have learned about Jamaica's gangs, police force, and poverty, and how Jamaica has become the land of crime and murder. First, we will talk about gangs. Gangs are a huge source of power in Jamaica. Jamaican gangs are largely affiliated with the drug trade. Jamaica is the Caribbean's largest producer and exporter of marijuana, and most gangs buy and sell this drug. A lot of murders happen between gangs fighting over drugs and drug money. Drugs are a large part of the funding for the gangs in Jamaica. Another way the gangs fund themselves is through lottery scams. Similar to the drug trade, this scam funds gang warfare and makes them more powerful. A person may receive a telephone call from a Jamaican indicating that they've won a prize in a foreign lottery or contest. The person is told that to collect the prize, they must pay fees for shipping, taxes, and insurance. The person is then asked to provide their banking or credit card number. You would be surprised how many people actually do it. Although this particular crime has gone down in the last few years due to potential victims becoming more aware and cautious, it is still a huge funding for the gangs. So with all this funding, the gangs can buy large amounts of weapons and they fight to take over power, killing whoever's in their way. They fight with other gangs, citizens, military, or police force. Extortion is all over Jamaica. This means gangs force their way into controlling certain areas, not afraid again to use their weapons on whoever protests. The citizens feel helpless and abandoned by the police force, who in most cases can't and won't intervene. Which brings me to my next point, how the police force has contributed to the crime and violence in Jamaica. Well, first of all, the police force is just not strong enough to take back power. The police force does not have the resources it needs. There is a lack of infrastructure, lack of money and funding, and lack of citizens willing to join the force due to fear and lack of education. Overuse of force is another struggle within the police force. According to the World Population Review, since 2000, more than 3,000 people have been killed by law enforcement in Jamaica. Corruption is also very prominent in the police force. A new report from Transparency International reveals that most Jamaicans believe 50% of the police force is corrupt, and nearly half of Jamaicans think corruption is getting worse and that the government is not doing anything to tackle this problem. Another important contribution to crime in Jamaica is poverty. More than 400,000 people in Jamaica live in poverty. When poverty is an issue, crime usually follows. While families are desperate to eat, sometimes the only choice is to join gangs, steal, or sell drugs, thus continuing to fuel the drug trade and gangs. Many Jamaican children go uneducated. Parents have to pay hundreds of dollars each school year for uniforms, teaching materials, registration fees, school maintenance fees. For some people in Jamaica, this is just not doable. So now we have an uneducated, poor young adult. Where do you think this person will turn? Most likely they will join a gang, the drug trade, or steal, starting the whole wheel of crime and violence over again. So in summary, Jamaica has one of the highest per capita murder rates in the world. Gangs are a major security issue across the country and are the source of the majority of violent crimes nationwide. The police force lacks the support it needs to take control, and poverty is also a large contribution to the problem. Millions of travelers visit Jamaica each year despite the reported crime. After this information, you may be concerned that Jamaica is too unsafe of a place to visit. On the contrary, Jamaica is too beautiful to be missed. There are plenty of safe places to visit in Jamaica, and travelers just need to be aware and travel smart. Thank you.